Right guys, welcome to my first day of eating YouTube that I've done for a long time. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen that I did a really boring 2,500 calorie day of eating in a deficit. So I've had a good 4.4 pound drop this week, lowest weight of prep. Conditions really coming through now, so we're in a good spot to do a bit of a higher day. So I thought I'd log a full high day for you guys, show you a little bit of cooking, a little bit of food prep. We're all actually out at the A1 bodybuilding show at Worksop today. One of my favourite shows of the year, a show that I've done, a show that I've won, guest posed at. We support it every year. We've always got clients there, so obviously organisation is key in bodybuilding, so some of these meals are already prepped. I just need to microwave them before we go. But I just think it'll be cool to show you a full day of eating. My normal day is about 2,500 calories. A high day is going to be 4.5 to 5. So I'm going to show you how I achieve that. Although I've got a couple of mics, I haven't actually got a mic that is compatible with that camera yet. So I'm going to try my best to not talk too much when I'm not directly to the camera. But I'm just going to sort my first meal out and then I'll talk you through the full 6 meals for the 4,500 calorie refeed day. Obviously, starting with a coffee. One of the things I like to do when I like to have my refeed days, a bit of a mental break as well. I've got quite a busy, stressful life outside of bodybuilding, so although there's physical benefits to a refeed, I like the mental side of it. So I have a couple of extra sugars in my coffee, a couple of biscoffs, and again, it's just more of a mental break than a physical break. Gives me a bit of a reset on a Sunday, and then as soon as it gets to pretty much 2 or 3 meals into Sunday, I'm just ready, raring to go, get back into a deficit and squeeze some more progress out on a Monday. Of course, Team Evil GSP mug, shout out to Broderick Chavez. Legend. We always cook with coconut oil. Probably a couple of grams. obviously when I get a compatible mic with that camera, this will be there'll be a lot more chat, but I'll do my best to obviously you can have too much chat, but I'll do my best to provide you with informative, entertaining, insightful day of eating. Nice and quick scrambled egg. You never want to overcook your eggs because they can become monotonous to eat at that point. So I'm just toasting the bread and I'll get cracking with meal one. Although this is a refeed day, high day, all these meals are exactly the same as my normal daily food plan. I prefer to do it that way in general, but what that does is I know what foods do and don't work well for me, mainly with digestion. My digestion's fantastic at the minute, so we keep it as similar as possible to a normal day. We just put some additions in there. I am quite big on fruit and veg all the way through prep. I definitely think you should allocate some of your carbohydrates to fruits, veggies. Obviously there's not a lot of carb in veg, but to make sure you're getting your micronutrients in, and obviously they're fantastic for digestion. You have got to be careful which veggies and fruits you choose, because some actually are the complete opposite and wreak havoc. But if you want any help on which veggies and fruits to choose, just drop me a message. That may be individual to some people, but there's also general rules to it. I do still use a light butter. Obviously when I'm having a small amount on a deficit day, like 50 grams of sourdough, it's got the smallest bit of light butter you can get. Try and get a nice even distribution of egg, because I'm on a CD. I lost that one. That would have been a disaster. So, meal one. 4 whole eggs. 4 slices of sourdough, which is about 200 grams of sourdough. 4 slices of salmon, which is 100 gram of smoked salmon. That, especially on a refeed day where it's a little bit bigger, has got to be, I think, my favourite meal of the day. When I'm not on prep, one of my favourite things to do is to go out for breakfast. I generally get an eggs royale, but salmon and scrambled eggs just as good. So yeah, meal one, coffee, 2 sugars, couple of Biscoff, 4 whole eggs, 4 slices of sourdough, 100 gram of salmon. Again, I like that little bit of a mental break, so I'll probably add a little bit of orange juice to that. And it just takes the stress off of that constant restriction that you get on prep. Then we've got meal two. Meal two is going to be 100 gram of cream of rice. I've got birthday cake cream of rice, and I actually don't like to add my whey to my cream of rice because I think this is a really nice tasting and consistency cream of rice, and I actually think putting the whey in it ruins it sometimes. So I'll do 100 grams of cream of rice, 125 grams of raspberries, 10 grams of honey, and I'll do 2 scoops of whey isolate separate to that. Again, this is a really nice whey isolate. So that is meal 2. Meal 3 will then be 250 grams of chicken. Again, the same as what I normally eat on prep, half a microwave packet of rice, just over 60 grams of rice, 50 grams of carbs, and 1 apple. We've got asparagus and spinach in there as well. So then meal 4 will be salmon. This meal on my normal day has not got carbs. My carbs are done at that point on a normal deficit day. So for the sake of this higher refeed day, we've got 225 grams of salmon, 2 salmon fillets, half a packet of rice, 50 gram of carb, salmon, spinach, and we'll do about 200 gram of pineapple today. So again, I normally have 100 post-workout on a deficit day, so 200 gram on this day. The only different meal is meal 5. Meal 5 is normally 200 grams of rump steak and 2 whole eggs. I will keep it as similar to that as I can. So it will be a beef meal, but again, for the sake of the mental break, and obviously bodybuilding requires a lot of sacrifice, not just on you, but on your family as well. So we might have a meal together. It might be burger chips, so it's still red meat, steak and chips, but it will be similar to that regular meal 5. Meal 6, I will still go no carb for the last meal of the day. So we will have another 2 scoops of whey isolate and about 30 grams of natural peanut butter, because I do miss peanut butter when I'm in a deficit and I can't have it. So that's the basic structure of the refeed day. What we will then do is add things like, again, the mental break side of things. We've got a couple of blueberry muffins, a couple of cookies, a couple of granola squares. So, like I said, this is going to come out at about 350 protein, about 600 carbs and just over 100 fats. So it's going to come out at about 4,500 to 5,000 calories for the day. I still got up exactly the same, did an hour's cardio, did my check-in, made sure we're making progress in terms of condition and body weight. We're right where we need to be. I'm actually 8 weeks out from what I originally planned, which was just 2 Bros Essex and the 2 Bros British Finals. But because I'm so in front, if you can be in front is on track really. I've decided to go and do Wigan in 3 weeks, which will give me the opportunity to look at a couple of other pro qualifiers. There's an Italy one, a Germany one, Sweden, and another Italy, with varying amounts of pro cards. But in all honesty, guys, I'm not chasing a pro card around the world, spending thousands and thousands chasing it. Ultimately, one of my main goals is to get a British title. I've come second at the Britain probably 4 times now. I probably appreciate a British title more than a pro card at this point, especially if it's a case of going and trying to drop on an easy one somewhere. So the main focus is get the glutes in, get super sharp, do this show in 3 weeks and reassess from there. But I've really got my head into prep now. I'm absolutely loving it. So I hope you've been enjoying the videos we've been posting. I hope you've been following on Instagram. Drop me a subscribe. Anything you want to see, drop me a message. And I hope you've enjoyed this 5,000 calorie refeed day, 3 weeks out. Thanks for watching, guys.